Welcome back, friends. How are you today? All right. As you can see, we're in decent form at the moment as you come back. We've got the Trapani and the Ternana matches today. We're going to see how those go. The last match you saw was Benevento, which we won 1-0. Well, we continued that up with an away win against Catania. They got an own goal. We'll take it. 56 minute. Kind of a boring game. Another 1-0 match here. Casada got it at the very end. They had a guy, Antonio Vaca, sent off at the 85th minute, and we got a goal in the 90th minute. So just kind of snuck one in there at the very end to steal it, in the friendly confines of Alberto Pico. So we'll take it. Verona, our arch nemesis, crushed us. 3-0. You can see they got goals at the 13th and the 32nd and the 38th. Played a little bit better in the half. They backed off the throttle a little bit. Nothing really happened in the second. Not happy about it, but we got we got back on track here with a 3-0 win over Modena. 29th, 59th, and 65th. You can see all the usual suspects there. Polo, Schiadoni, and Cecchini. We will take it. Is what it is. Felicioli played really well. Andrea played really well. You can see Gauche, one of our young guys, played excellent with an 8, and Cecchini with the 8.8. So whole team played well that match. Good day. Vicenza, we had to go into their stadium, but they are without a coach for the moment. They had just fired theirs. And we snuck away with a win 3-1. Cecchini with the goal at the 32nd. Then at the end, we kind of, they scored first here at the 28th. Cecchini got the equalizer pretty quick. And then we piled on at the very end with the goals in the 86th and the 91st minute. Nobody did spectacular. Well, I take the back. Cecchini had an 8.9. That's pretty darn good. Galina came off the bench for a 7.4 and the goal just a couple minutes after we brought him in. We brought him in mostly as a defensive substitute because he's really good with heading. And they had some great jumping reach for their attacking players. So, but as it turns out, he got a goal, kind of bounced around in there off of a corner kick. A couple people had shots. It ended up just at his feet. He took it. We'll take it. So today we've got Trapani and Ternana. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with the squad and the tactics. We have been, again, crushed with the injuries. Menegatti, the backup goalkeeper, is still out for the moment, 2 to 3 weeks. And we just lost Giorgio a couple days ago, just before this game. You can see here, 5 to 6 weeks for him. So he is out for a while. What we've done is we've taken Polo, pulled him back in to Giorgio's spot, and we have brought Signorina. What a horrible name for a guy. Should just be Signor. When we had that Ina, man, it sounds pretty feminine. I know it's not Senorita or anything, but whatever. Poor guy. We pulled him up from the under-18s. He's a great player. Just really young, 16 years old. You can see acceleration of 15, natural fitness of 15, pace of 13. Dribbling's pretty decent. Still working on the crossing. Corners aren't anything to speak of. Passing is 8s, coming on up. Work rate's coming up. Good teamwork, good determination, good aggression. We'll see how it goes. He's essentially here just for his speed, for the physicality. His stamina, however, is only 7. Don't know how well he's going to be able to keep it up, but we're going to give him a shot here. A little extra first team time for a 16-year-old. We'll hope that helps out. Dentamara's still injured. Probably not going to play today. Should return to full training tomorrow, as it says. Thought about bringing Matej up. He'll be kind of probably the sub. We'll probably... Signorini gets tired. We'll probably push Polo back up to that spot. We'll bring Matej into there. I almost brought Matej in to fill in and left Polo there. We'll see how it goes for a game or two. Maybe what we end up doing. For the moment, though, in other news, as far as our subs go, or our loaners go, let me see if I can remember where that is. Under transfers, loans. You can see here, Alessio Fiume is still out, another 2 to 3 weeks. And this was the big one. Thierry Robert just got a huge injury, broken ankle. He's out for the next 3 to 4 months. He'd been playing pretty well. You can see 15 appearances on loan. He had a goal, 3 assists. Playing pretty decent, 6.96. And now all of that's going to be taken away probably with this 3 to 4 month injury. I think he's had a few other injuries. Can we look at his injury history? Injuries. Well, not too bad. Twisted ankle here. He was out for 3 weeks. Bruised head, food poisoning, nothing too serious. But yeah, that's really unfortunate. Doesn't affect us today, but down the road it's not great. So we're going to continue on. We got 2 matches to play today pretty fast. Let's see how it goes. Then tomorrow, still not quite ready. We could use him if we had to. We had this when Polo was in here as an inside forward. We moved it back just to a winger on support. Instructions are to retain possession, pass into space, work ball into box, drop deeper. We are attacking and structured at the moment. We will see how that goes. All right, you can see here they're playing a 4-2-3-1. Seems to be a pretty common formation in this league. Let's go ahead and apply advice to team. Is Citro any good here? 3 goals and an assist. He's not terrible. 2 and 2. 4 and 6. This is their guy right here, it looks like. And 2 and 3. So let's go ahead, make sure we close him down a little bit when he starts coming in, and continue to pep talk. Seem they're expected to pick up where they left off. They don't seem thrilled with that. Let's go ahead and talk to the midfielders. Tell them I love them. There we go. Start the match. I've been looking at levels here. I did a bunch of work on the computer today, since the outside computer is Quesada's broken his nose. Sure, our season of injuries goes on. Maybe that was their Quesada, since it doesn't show anything on ours. Finally get a highlight here. They've got it, but it was in their end. Let's see where it goes. Anyway, since the computer out in the garage appears to be having motherboard problems, I wanted to hook up a second monitor to this computer, but it did not have a graphics card that allowed that. So I ripped the graphics card out of the other computer, which required a different power supply, because this power supply didn't have any extra connections, and the bigger graphics card needed its own. So we did that, put it all back together, got a second monitor hooked up. Quesada comes on in. So he can feed it across, gets the cross across. Oh my gosh, to Cecchini, and it's a goal. We will take it. Get in there, son. All right, that's what I like to see. Cecchini keeping up the hot streak. Man, he has just been gold for us. Quesada feeds it in. Cecchini gets a foot on it, feeds it into the near corner there. Goalie's unable to make a play on it. We're up 1-0. Anyway, so we got the new computer up and running. I do have a new mount coming, one of the big, kind of big arm mounts that the mics hang off of. Coming, I thought I ordered it a couple days ago. I ordered that, and I ordered a, Cecchini's bringing it up again. All the way across to Quesada, back to Polo in the middle, who feeds it in, gets the shot off. Unfortunately, they get it. Cecchini kept it in, wasn't able to control. They've got it, clear it back out. Be a throw-in for us. Anyway, I ordered that, and I ordered a special mount for my, I've got one of those Yeti mics. Got one of those with a little bit of suspension built in, so it'll knock off all the clicks and bumps and stuff that we're getting at the moment. I thought I clicked one-click order on both of them. Just keep it up, boys. The special little mount showed up. The arm didn't. When I went to check, I discovered that I had just added it to the basket, but hadn't actually ordered it, so it's still another day or two away. But we'll get that hooked up when it gets here. That should help with our audio. But I spent about an hour today kind of screwing around, seeing what the audio levels should be, and hopefully we're beginning to get it figured out. That'll just make things a little bit better. And as you can see, I'm running some headphones that are plugged in. They actually plug in through the mic. So that should kind of stop that as a problem. Bonomi brings it in. Oh, he decides to just keep it. Dribbles in, takes the shot. Wide. Not much going on there. Let's put this down so when I put the glass down, we don't get another big click until I can get that arm and everything hooked up. Pretty boring match so far. This is one of our highlights. Quesada feeds it in. Gets kicked back out, but Beninati's there. Controls it, feeds it in. Oh, big shot into the middle. I don't know if Cecchini got it on there or they just fed it back to their goalie. Either way, it kind of rolls in weakly to Reeder there. He clears it out. Santona's got it. Feeds it up. Oh, good shot. Andrea's got a hand on it, though. Clears it out to the outside. We've got some guys who are really tired. Come on. Overview. There we go. Let's see what we can do with some of this. We can bring Montage in. We'll put him in. And Schiedoni will bring in Falco. There he is. Well, we've got Pedro. Pedro has announced his retirement at the end of the season, by the way. Yeah, we'll bring in Pedro. We don't have much of a lead. I like Falco, but time and a place to give the young guys some space. We've already got Signorini in there. He's a little bit tired too, but he's just going to have to live with it for the moment. Gauche and Beninati are tired. We can get Gauche out of there pretty easy. We'll put Galini in. And that's our 3 subs. Since Galina got a goal last match, Pedro feeds it in on the corner. Nothing happens. It goes back out. Santona feeds it all the way up to Bonami. Runs ahead, feeds it all the way across to Lovio. Took the shot, but Omar was there. Party managed to hang on to it. They reset. Signorini's got it. Good defensive play for the youngster. Oh, and they foul him. They're getting aggressive, desperate for that last goal. Licioli takes the free kick. Takes his time with it. Waste a little time. I'm okay with that. Oh, no, they were giving the yellow card out. That's what it was. I'm okay with that, too. Just kick it over to Virgilito. Feeds it way up. Cecchini's unable to get under it. DeSantis got it. They regather. Feed it back to Reeder. Goalie dribbles out. Feeds it way up. Oh, they were unable to control. We've got it. Quesada. What's he going to do? He's just going to give it back. Bonami. Brento unable to control, but gathers it back in. They've got Visconti out on the edge with it. Feeds it in. Oh, they get the goal. That's not what we wanted. Galina gives up the goal there. Oh my gosh. Drops us back down to 11th. Notice, though, we are in 11th, which is where we needed to be, top half. We were, I think, 1 point down from 10th. We were actually in 10th when we finished our last match, but Verona maybe had a game in hand, and they got a tie, and we actually have the same number of games played, same wins, same draws, same losses. We were 2 better on the goal differential, but no, it wasn't Verona. Whoever it was, they just put us up in front of them alphabetically for some reason. Apparently that's the tiebreaker, not goals differential. So by my math, we were in 10th, but the game said we were in 11th. Omar out to Pedro. Pedro clicks it up to Quesada. Nope. It's headed out. Beninati keeps it in, though. Quesada again. Nope. Visconti had it. Out to Galini. They try to get reset. Feeds it in, but too far. Cecchini's not able to get it. Goalie feeds it back out. Omar's got it, though. We're keeping the pressure on, but that's a match. 1-1 draw. Man, I really wanted that one. Failing to win's unacceptable. I agree. That was one we should have had. It says we've moved up to 11th, but we started in 11th, so maybe it's because Avellino lost, so they dropped down. So we moved in front of them, but we stayed in place, and Trapani jumps up. We tied them, and we were in front of them going into the match. Oh, Avellino still got a game in hand. So this one makes sense to me. See, 20 games played, 7 won, 6 draws, 7 losses, 4 against, and they are up on goal differential. Okay, so that makes sense. Maybe goals scored was what they were going on. Notice goal differential, -2, -4. We had a draw, so none of that changed. But they have scored more goals. They've given up more. I think goal differential should be the next tiebreaker, but apparently it's goals for. So maybe that's why Avellino was in front of us. Anyway, we essentially stay in 11th place for the moment, depending on what happens with Avellino. We have to hope they have a loss or a draw, or they're going to jump back up on us. We need to stay 11th and above. We've got to stay top half. So go ahead and leave match. I am going to go ahead and edit out a bunch of time for you, and we'll see you for the next game. All right, welcome back, guys. As you can see here, Ghosh got injured, strained his wrist. He's going to play with some protective equipment, but we're going to keep him in. Avellino, or whatever the heck their name is, won their game in hand. Check competitions. Avellino had won their game in hand, so they ended up ahead of us. Verona played ahead of us. No, maybe they were just really, really late. I guess they played their match quite a bit later than us. They lost it. As you can see, we've got 3 teams all here gathered up at 27 points. Ternana's back here at 26 points. And Avellino's at 29. So, you know, a win could leapfrog us a bunch of people, assuming they don't win. A loss, obviously, we're kind of stuck back here. Ternana's right behind us. Like I said, 26. Katana's at 25th. For Lapisalo, 25th. Alessandrio's 24th. So, you know, realistically, you know, we could be anywhere from 16th to 9th, depending on this match. So we do need the win. We will see how it goes. I haven't really changed a whole lot. Tactics are the same. We will stick with it going forward. Like I say, Ghosh has got the strained wrist, but we'll give him a go. Mirko's on his last yellow. And that's kind of that for now. Team selection. Don't see a need to change anything. Four, 2, 3, 1. Seems to be the default tactic for this league. Let's see if Padovan's any good. Or Padovan. Maybe he wants to be a Jedi. First touch, good finishing, good heading, great mentals, good physicals. Yeah, good player. I think we probably, has he been doing anything with it? 6 goals, 4 assists. Yeah, I think that's a yes. 4 goals and assists for Ciccone. Pila, 4 goals. They've been getting a lot of goals. 4 goals and 4 assists. Well, we can't shut them all down. We'll stick with Padovan. On to the prep talk. Pull off an upset. I think we need to tell them we love them. Not doing much. Every little bit helps. Direct passing, huh? Well, let's see if he tells us that again after a couple more minutes go by. Got the corner in, bounces around, nothing. Beninati's got it though. Feeds it back over to Schiavone, give him another try at it. He feeds it cross in, again comes back out. Puglisi has it, feeds it all the way up to Pila, into the middle with Ciccone. Andrea makes an amazing save. I thought for sure that was going to be a goal. Andrea makes another save on the feed in. Kicks it out. Sada has it. Polo, Schiavone. Back out to Sada, Ciccini. Come on, somebody. There we go. Beninati's got it. Crosses it in. Nope. Marconi's got it. Hangs on to it. Beats it back. They've had 3 shots on goal. We haven't had any yet. Possession's pretty equal. They've got a slight advantage on passes. Oh my gosh, they are getting way too many rushes here, but we're already supposed to be playing deeper. We're on attacking. I wonder if we go ahead and we knock this down to counter. And they clearly are rushing. Maybe we can take advantage of it, pull them out of position, and get some goals. Not with passing like that, we're not. Not even a little bit. Padawan's got it. Not quite sure what he was doing way out there, but Capello beat it in. Andrea's got it. Pretty easy stop. Bounces around, bunch of headers. They'll shoot it over the net. I have a sneaking suspicion we're not going to win this match. They're up 11 shots to 1, and that was a long shot. Our possession is not losing that. Our passing hasn't been particularly good. All right, well, oops, I guess we're not going to do that. We can still come out with a win, but I'm not seeing it right now. Who has played like garbage? Well, nobody's been terrible. Signori's been the worst. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to put Polo up to there, and we'll go ahead and put Pedro in. Now, Falco's got a little bit of readiness. We'll keep one young guy in there. We'll see what we can do with him. Yeah. See how this goes. I think we're extremely lucky we've got out of that half with the draw. Gauche is going to need to be subbed out here pretty quick. We'll see if we can get him maybe to the 60th minute. And maybe we'll put Valentini in. We haven't got him a match in a while. Our corner for a change. Nothing happens, but Falco gathers it up. Takes it towards the outside, feeds it back to Beninati. Back into Falco. Over to Schiavone, who just decides he doesn't want it, so he gives it back. Virgilito's got it into Polo. Over to Falco. Back out to Schiavone. I don't know why Schiavone's playing so much way out here on the edge, but I guess the whole team more or less is. Let's see if we can get it spread back out. Into Polo. Oh, he takes the shot. We get the goal. Oh, my gosh. Tommaso, probably. I'm sorry. I've probably said that wrong 8 times out of 10. Polo. There we go. Marco. Polo. Go! All right, let's get Gauche out of there. We are going to go with Valentini. I don't think we've given him a lot of play recently. We've been running Galena. Been a mixed bag, as you expect with young guys. All right, they feed it way up to Ciccone. They've got Tonzi. Oh, I don't know how Pelli came through there. I thought it was going to go to the left to Tonzi, who was charging up their left flank. But Andrea makes the save, feeds it all the way up, bounces around a little bit. Falco ends up getting it to Cecchini. Not quite sure what he's going to do with it. He dribbles way up and takes the shot. Marconi's got it, though. Wasn't a whole lot on that one. Feeds it back up. They've got a corner. Schiavone just feeds it out. Nobody's there. Giovanni has it. Back to Capello. Oh my gosh, great shot. Capello feeds it up to Ciccone, who just stuffs it in the lower right corner. Andrea can't do anything about it. His positioning wasn't terrible. Oh, he was just caught going the wrong way. He was moving across, looking for the feed out to Tonzi or Pelli or one of those guys over there, and just got taken by surprise. You know, I really, really wanted to win out of these last 2 matches, but if we sneak out of this one with a draw, we can't be upset. At least we'd stay in front of them. And then just have to hope maybe there's some losses in front of us. Cecchini's got it. He's got three rushing forward, not Russians. Benenati feeds it back in. Falco, Schiavone. Goal! Quesada, it's 4th of the season. Cecchini feeds it out to Benenati. Kicks it back into Falco, who feeds it on to Quesada. Just rolls it off his foot. Marconi's unable to stop it. He gets a foot on it, but he just helps move it into the corner there. We're up 1-2. Schiavone is wiped. That is our last sub, I believe. And we will put in Matej. We're going to pull Falco back to support, I think. Confirm changes. Yes. Play. And that's time. We snuck out of there with a win. Again, man, we got outplayed that time, I think. Let's look at the post-match analysis. They had 35 shots. 35. 12 were on target. We had a couple more fouls than them. We had 8 shots. 3 were on target. 2 of them went in. They had 3 yellow cards. Ref had an amazing game, though, 9.3, so clearly they deserved them. Yeah, I don't know what to say. We didn't deserve it, but we're just sitting there around 11th, which is, I think, where we were before, but it looks like Trapani lost. They dropped. Ternana obviously lost. They're down. Avellino lost again, so we went from essentially that big log jam at 27. Now there's 3 of us at 30. Verona must have won. They're up at 30 as well. So unfortunately, we don't really have the tiebreakers with either of them on goals scored. They both got 29. We have 25. So that's the difference right now between 11th and 9th. But you know what? If we can finish at 11th, that's all we need. That's all we need. From here on out, we just kind of have to hang in there. It'd be nice if we could put together a nice little run again. Maybe get a little bit clear of that. Maybe get up to 7th and kind of crawl out of this log jam here in the middle. Yeah, I don't know. All right, thanks for joining us one more time. Hope you enjoyed the matches. Let me take a look. We'll leave the match and see what the schedule looks like and see when maybe we might, when we're going to get together again and watch another match. Okay, we've got Carpi up next. They're in 3rd. That's probably not going to help us climb out of that log jam. Floppy Salo, they're 15th. We should win that one. Livorno 7th. If we could win that would help us a lot. Bari's 20th. Genoa's 4th. Chievo. I tell you what, we're going to come back for the Genoa match. Depending on how fast we go through that, maybe we'll look at the Chievo match as well. And then we can come back again for kind of the final match of the season with Avellino. So 2 more through the... Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not the final match. That's a long ways from the final match. But maybe Avellino would be the next one. So, well, let's see. I'd like to kind of do 1, 2, maybe 3 more for this season. So maybe we come back for the home match with Brescia. They're in 6th place. You know, we have kind of a mix of good teams and bad teams, pretty much equal home and away all the way through here. Looks like we alternate every week. And then, well, we've seen Benevento earlier, so maybe we come back for the home match against Catania, excuse me. They're in 12th. And then we finish with Ternana, right where we are, right? And we'll see how that goes. All right, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.